Hi guys, and welcome to the new IronEdge. If you have been following me on Tumblr, you probably know that I have been working on a new hood. And today's video is going to be an introduction to that hood. And yes, I am going to be calling it again IronEdge because I just really like that name. And there are no rules saying that I can't name two towns the same name, so I'm just going to go with that. This is a tiny hood, well, medium size I would say. Currently I only have 3 sims in here, and it's going to stay like this for a very long time. I'm going to explain later on how I plan on playing this hood. And I have like the worst setup currently, how I'm recording this video, because I don't have currently a desk or even a kitchen table, so I am just cramped on the sofa table or the coffee table, and it's one of those chest like tables, so there's like nowhere to actually put my legs, so they are going to be falling asleep very soon, so we need to keep this video very short. But let's start with the hood intro. One of the people I do have living here is Herbert, because I just love Herbert. And he is one of those sims that I will play for a few days every now and then, but I will not play him so long that he actually ever dies. He's one of those eternal sims that's going to be in my hood forever, because I just really enjoy spending time with him. And of course he has his cat Millie, who is naked and currently sleeping somewhere on his bed. So let's just take a look at Herberts House. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. I'm using a normal keyboard for first time in very long time, because I have been mostly playing with my laptop and it's not ideal, but what can you do without a table? But no worries, I am getting a table in August when I'm on holiday, so then I might have time to make more videos. But this is Herbert's house. Let me show you. It's very tiny. There's like lots of laundry in there because he doesn't clean. And this is him and Millie still sleeping. Where is Millie? There is Millie. Still sleeping. He's going to wake up soon and have breakfast. He has this like roof area that he has been using, you know, to have his breakfast. There's like yesterday's breakfast is still here, the plate, because he's a very slobby sim. And he has this tiny garden in here, and a fridge and a grill and fire pit. And let's go downstairs. This is his, oh, this is dirty. This is his tiny living room kitchen area, and this is his garage. The way Herbert gets money is that he is going to be fixing these cars and then using the consignment store to sell them. And he's also working, oh, this is Millie. He's also working as a handyman. So when my sims have something breaks, I call Herbert. That's what I was doing in my last hood as well. That's why he has so many skills, because he's still like the same sim from there. And that's basically Herbert's house. It looks like a garage, because I wanted him to be running the garage, and he has his like pump in here. But let's move on. Now, when I show you this map, some of you are going to be saying that, wait a minute, this looks very familiar. That's because this is the same hood I originally started IronEdge in, like all those years ago. I did do some changes, mostly on how the roads are here, and then I added a track, and I noticed today that it's not very It's not exactly going in the middle, but it doesn't bother me that much. What bothers me is that, like, if you go far, these disappear sometimes. But I don't know what to do with that. I guess it's just a game. There is, like, in here we have to use our imagination that the train just somehow magically teleports through the street, and then it continues as a bridge and exits that way, and that's how you exit the hood. And sorry about the camera movement. It's like, not only do I not have a table, I think my mouse scroll thing is broken, so I'm having a lot of trouble with the mouse. So I pretend, because when I did once tell you that a perfect hood would be a hood with a train. So now I have my hood with a train, but as you can see, there is no, the track has disappeared. But when you are in a hood, not hood, when you are like in the playing a lot, you see it, it's fine. And then somehow magically it disappears into this mountain, and that's how you exit this hood. And this is basically what I have changed, like how this road went. I don't remember how the original went, but I just changed the layout and added some smaller lots in there. I did change the bridge because the bridge was a different type, and I wanted this iron bridge. I had so much trouble getting this bridge to work, and then finally when it, like, because I was testing, I did everything in Cow, then I was testing on Herbert, and he just would not use the bridge. And then I finally figured out that I had non-routable terrain paint under the bridge, so I had to actually remove the non-routable terrain from here. This world was created before Island Paradise, and like this river was painted unroutable, so probably something to do with incompatible world and EP or something. And then we have this lighthouse, Genbus lighthouse in here. I think I'm going to delete this one. I need to remember to do that. And one thing I did do is that I removed the non-routable terrain paint from the sea. I think it goes somewhere until this level, like this point. I removed it, and then I removed it somewhere from here, so seems theoretically can go and use a boat in here, but I haven't tried it out yet. I might or might not add a diving spot, but honestly I'm not sure I will because it's not really a huge thing for me to have the diving spot. The only thing this world doesn't have is a beach, but honestly I don't use the beach so much. I am going to attach two destination, like vacation spots in here, and they have beaches, so if my Sims want to use the beach, it means that they want to travel to some exotic location. I did try to add here port, but it just, this is too like steep, and I don't know how to sculpt terrain beautifully, so I just gave up. And then I added here some rocks. My idea was that Sims could not go here because this still has the terrain, like non-routable terrain paint, the river. But honestly, Herbert was just like crossing the river with his boat when the bridge was not working, so it didn't work like I hoped. But anyhow, I'm not going to be boating a lot in this world. And this part of the world, I honestly don't have much plans for it, except that I want to add, here is a very big lot, and I want to make this lot into a kind of like how to say, I want to have a huge rock in here, and then I will add the climbing wall, like somehow put it straight on into the rock so it looks like Sims are actually climbing the rock, and then have some kind of a campground in here, so if my Sims want to go camping they can come here. But this is like far in the future. I have like no motivation to actually build that right now. Because this world doesn't have a beach, I did make this fake pond for my Sims to like swim here. I did send yesterday Herbert here to try it out. I added some plants like on the bottom of the pond, but it looks really stupid, so I might remove them. But the lilies look really nice. So yeah, I tried this yesterday and it works. You can access the pool and everything. It was really nice. I have let's see, I have here this, oh, this is too fast. What is he going to do? He's going to read something. So I have here one fog emitter to give it a little bit of a creepy vibe, because I think this slot was called, yeah, Misty Pond. So of course I had to add some mist there. But let's move on. So Herbert is living here. The next building that I have worked on is my combo police and fire station. This is actually tagged a fire station. We have here, actually I put the school bell inside here, so it looks like there's something to ring when there is a fire. I am not going to play the fireman as an active career, so this is just deco. Part of me wants to go and mod this truck so that even if you're not in the active career, you could still like work on the truck, because it's so annoying that only if you are a fireman you can work on the truck. So if I have my fake fireman, he can't do anything. So when I eventually have a fake fireman here working through Zerbus mod, I will probably like mod this, at least look at it, like can I do something for it. This is a deco police car, so it doesn't disappear when cleaning code is running at 3 AM or when Andra's cleaning code is running. It's just a deco object. But let's get a little bit closer. I want to keep the walls up. I haven't done much yet. Yeah, like this is the part where they are going to be, you know, living when they don't have when there is no fire or anything, and because I don't really have any firemen right now or policemen, so there is no rush. I just wanted to have the building so that from the outside I can see that I have a fire house and a police station. This pole does work. Herbert was sliding down the pole yesterday, and they can actually access this part through this door, even though it does look like very dangerous, that things will fall, but they can walk just fine. Just need to change my feet, like feet position, leg position, so my legs don't fall asleep in this horrible position I'm currently recording in. Let's go downstairs. This I did work a little bit more on. So there is like I wish I did like more light in here. Oh, lights, yay, light. So this is what I have been working mostly on, because this part is basically what the Sims see when they come in. When I have my fake policeman, he's going to be working here. There's just a bathroom and that's pretty much it. A phone and some chairs for you to wait. I am now thinking that I have like no interrogation room or jail. Maybe I should like continue. There is no basement in this lot, so who knows, maybe sometime I will just somehow add here a basement and then I can have my jail, because where I'm supposed to put all those criminals that I have. Let's move on. The train station. This is a almost copy of the train station that's done by Cyclonesue in around the Sims 3, but Sims Resources. I really like that train station, but it's a huge lot and it's on foundation, and because I don't really like playing lots on a foundation, I wanted to redo it. And the decoration, let's turn on the lights. Oh, I have no lights in here. Okay, I have to add some lights in here. So the decoration was very heavily inspired by a simmer called Devon Pumpkin on YouTube. He does Sims 4 buildings, and he actually has a series called Design Me Devon, where people who watch his show, like channel, they design lots and put them on the gallery, and then he selects one and then he renovates them. And I really love that series. And he did a train station, and I took a lot of inspiration from his train station. His lots are huge, of course, compared to mine, so I always have to, like, my budget is much smaller and the space I'm working with is much smaller because I can't handle big spaces. I can't figure out how to decorate. If I have a huge lot, I need small, and I can work with small. The idea of this train station is that this is also going to be working as city hall. That's why I have this podium in here, so eventually when I have somebody running, let's look at some book. What book is this? Oh, this is a deco book. I guess I didn't finish decorating it. I just like threw it on the floor in frustration. I don't know. Anyhow, so the idea is that this is going to be kind of like a combo lot. So yes, it's a train station, but because Sims don't actually travel anywhere, like ever, this is also going to be working as a city hall building. Because I'm thinking, like, when you have a tiny town, yeah, you probably have like multifunctional lots. So whoever runs city hall is actually, in quotation marks, also running the train station. And I really like how this turned out. Let's see from this side. My problem is with when I'm building is that I always, because I always play from one direction, I many times forget to decorate the other side of the lot. And there is, I wish, I know there is like a special effect train that you can add, but it is huge, and I was thinking that it's going to look horrible when it just like rams through my hood. That's why there is no fake train coming. Whoever is waiting for the train in here is going to be waiting for a very long time. This lot ends here, so this is not part of the lot. Originally, my original lot that I was trying to work on was bigger, and my idea was that I could have the hood deco actually go through the lot, but it doesn't show up in map view. It disappears very fast, like even faster than this. I always had to go to the lot and then exit before it showed up, so it was like too much hassle. That's why the lot is smaller now. So this is our train station. And next we have the hospital science center. Oh, I forgot to show you that I think inside here I have I have these rugs. I'm not going to, like, Sims can't access these, but I can use Zerbus mod and have them still like use them. So okay, that was like horribly explained, but as long as I have the rugs somewhere in the hood, I can use Zerbus mod and then have my Sims in those carriers. And if you haven't heard already or noticed, but Zerbus mod got an update on Mod the Sims. It was done by some other creator, but she got Zermer's permission and his codes, and she has upgraded the mod. And I haven't yet played with it, but I really like that people are taking mods created by other simmers and continue working on them. I think that's fantastic. So this is my it's not done in the upstairs, it's not done. My science center dash hospital. Herbert wanted to work on nanoids, maybe it's nanoids, I don't know, and trade chips and things like that, so that's why I did this here, because it is huge. It's like almost half his house. I can't fit it anywhere, and so I'm thinking like this part upstairs is going to be like where you have all the equipment that you use to do your sciencey stuff. And somehow I also want to have here like the how to say, the wards that actually have like wards where you can go and lie down. So I might actually have the wards here upstairs, and then downstairs where I currently only have this rug that is accessible, and I have the science equipment like here. So they are doing science in the basement, and we take care of the patients in the rooms that they have windows. And let's turn on the lights. Do I have any lights in here? Well, there is one light in here. Turn on all lights. Yeah, same idea as the other lot, or the police lot, no, fire station police lot, that eventually when I have my nurse, she's going to be sitting here and doing her typing thing, and then I'm never going to have enough patients like Osims in this wood to like fit all of these. But it looked really stupid if I only had like chairs on one side, so I added chairs on all sides, and then there are some magazines for them to read, and a coffee machine. I'm not sure about these, will I keep them or not. On the other hand, it's really nice that this is like this is the first time I ever used these tubes, and this is basically the only lot where I could ever maybe get this to work and still look like okay. But let's see. I like that they're a little bit faster to use than the elevator, because you have to wait for the elevator to come and everything. So this is our hospital science center combo. The only reason I have hospital accessible as a rabbit hole is because I want my Sims who are giving birth to go and have the baby in the hospital, and there are some other options in the hospital that I think are really nice and useful in gameplays. That's why I want the hospital to be accessible. I probably will color this with this color so it doesn't look so it doesn't stick out so badly. But I really like this version of these rugs where you actually have the logo in here. I don't know why, but I like that one. Let's move on. This is the library. I built this library originally, well, a copy of this library in my like Sims 2 Uberhood that I was running in Sims 3. No, what was? No, my Uberhood. I'm mixing up games. My Uberhood, where I had like all the Sims from all the Sims 3 worlds living in Amberville, and I built this library originally there. But then because I just got bored with Amberville, so I'm not playing it, actually deleted the file. So if I ever want to do an Uberhood again, I'll have to start from scratch, but I don't mind. So this is the library. This is the upstairs hall. There is like for study. There are some books in here. This chess table, and this is the children's corner. I don't think I have yet set up all the bookshelves that they are like children's book or anything, so currently they are just whatever. I might have set up like this one to be skills. Let's see. Yeah, this one is skills and everything else was something else. I don't remember anymore. And here is the downstairs. Let's turn on the lights. Let's turn on everything. It's so dark because I only have like one lamp in here. Okay. So this is my downstairs of the library. She is my fake librarian. This is actually book register. And I do want to actually run a bookstore that's run by a sim later on. But I'm never going to have enough space to have every single book there, so that's why it's good to have the book register, because I don't use the rabbit hole bookstore. These are just some magazines. And these newspapers, I always set that when I have newspapers, I always set them to like, okay, let me show you because I don't remember what's it called. Time and travel, and I always set them to past because they're newspapers. Of course, they're going to be talking about the past. And this is my library. I'm thinking, have we play tested this with Herbert? I'm not sure. These chairs might be inaccessible, so I might need to move this a little bit. But this is our library. Then other things I have built. This street here. There are two types of houses in here. We have the bigger house, and now and when I say bigger house, like all the other players are probably laughing at me because my big is usually very small. Just we have to go to build mode before I can access it, of course. So this is the house, the bigger house for a bigger family. I did add like some of the basic items that I just like. It's always so boring to put the same items in every room, so I'm just like did some of them already, and then when I have a family move in, I only have to decorate like their rooms, other rooms. And this is the downstairs. There's a kitchen and living room and bathroom. So this is the big house. There is no backyard, but there's a little bit of yard in here, and you can have like enough space for some small garden. And then we go to the other side, and these houses are smaller. You will see soon how much smaller. Yeah, oh, yes, we are here. Oh, no, wrong lot. Here. No, still. Okay, are we now on the right lot? Yes, we are on the right lot. As you can see, this is much smaller. So this is going to be a little bit hard to actually fit a family in here. But there's space for a basement. You can always stick your children in the basement. I think that's just fine parenting. So this is it. It's very tiny. They have a little bit more of a garden, but then they have also less space. There is space in here for a car, because I do want them to have, like if they have a car, there's space for it. Yeah, there's also space for a car in here, because there's no space in the sides. That's why I put it in the back. And I like what this looks like, this street. I like the view of it. I also really like the view of this street. This is, by the way, empty. It's probably going to be some kind of a cafe later on, but I have no, it's not something I'm thinking about right now, because I only have 3 sims in this hood currently. And one more lot I want to show you is in this part. Is this lot? Well, actually no, this is not the only one I want to show you. This is my corner bakery. Let's check it. So it is tiny, but there is enough space for a small family. Like you can just squeeze a kitchen in here, and like somehow squeeze a living room and dining in here, and then you can have your children here, and this is your room, the parents' room. Downstairs we have a tiny studio without a door to the bathroom that the owners can rent maybe at some point, who knows. And this is where they access the house part, so you can go either to the tiny studio or upstairs. And this is the bakery part. Nobody is running the bakery right now, and decorating is still like undergoing. I am not done with this one. There's like a few, like one table there. Otherwise you're going to be eating your muffins outside or something. So I'm going to be running this very similar to how I was running my bakery in Greymount Bay. And this lot I am going to copy and add here. No, not here. Here. This is a long lot. This is like 20 maybe, and this is 17. It's 10 times 17, and this is 10 times 20 something, or maybe just 20. And I am going to edit it, and I'm going to turn it into a bookshop. So you have upstairs, you have the living quarters, and downstairs you have a bookshop. Or I might change it so that the whole thing is just one big bookshop, and it's going to be a residential lot, and then whoever owns the bookshop is going to buy it as his second home, and that's how I can run a bookshop. Because the problem with running a bookshop in a community lot is that if you put books out, they disappear when EA and NRAS codes go and clean the hood up. But if you have books on residential lot, they don't disappear. So that's why I'm thinking that my bookshop is going to be a residential lot, and when I want my Sims to visit the bookshop, I just use NRAS to open the lot. And if I want my bookshop owner to sell some books when I'm playing him, I just invite Sims manually over. It's no big deal that I have to do manual things, I don't mind. And here we have this pretty object in here, and this is the Science Center rabbit hole from Dragon Valley, I think. And here we have another Sim. Let's change households. So this is Robert Grimm. He was actually originally living in one of the two vacation hoods that I am going to be adding here, because I am working on the save files of those vacation hoods right now. And he was actually living there, but he didn't fit in. I just didn't feel like he was like in the right place. So he's going to eat, and okay, he's going to eat. So I moved him here, and now you're wondering like, why is his house so dark? Well, that's because the story is that Robert Grimm just inherited this old mansion from his ancestors, and it's in dire need of renovation, and there are hidden room markers. Okay, the whole upstairs I can't access because of the hidden room markers. Like everything here is like hidden room markers, and anytime I want to open one room for Robert Grimm, and he needs to pay 10,000 simoleons, and that's my idea, that he is renovating the room. And there are some furniture in the room. So like this is the kitchen, so it's furnished. This is the bathroom, is furnished. I think this was like bathroom with a bathtub or something. This was with a bed. This is the bedroom, one of the bedrooms. So when he actually I take 10,000 simoleons from here and open this room for him, he actually gets some furniture with it, so it's not just like an empty room. And this part here is the corridor, and this is currently the only livable space in this whole house. And Robert Grimm, I have this idea with him that not only did he inherit the family mansion, he also inherited the family curse, which is that when he turns middle age, he turns into a vampire. He's currently very young still. Oh, I'm using my mod so I can't see his age, but he's like probably has more than 20 days left before he is middle age, because I think 35 or 30 is my young adult age stage. So when he becomes middle age, he turns into a vampire. That's the curse, family curse. And I am going to play him until he is middle age. He has some, because if I want to have a sim interesting, I have to have him or her some goals, and his goal is basically that he needs to, let me show you. No, has he eaten it already? Damn it, Robert. Damn it, Robert. He ate it. He had like one plasma fruit, and my whole idea with him was that he needs to have enough gardening skill that he can start his own plasma fruit garden. So he doesn't have to go always and bite my sims. But I think he has eaten his plasma fruit. Stupid Robert. I guess we need to find somewhere a plasma fruit for him. I was like really taking care of that. I accidentally got the plasma fruit when he opened his first ration box, and then I was thinking, oh perfect, this is his goal. He needs to start his plasma fruit garden. This is his greenhouse, and it also has a hidden room marker in it, so we can't access it. So this is probably one of the first rooms he has to open. He has a little bit of money, so not like completely poor, but of course he's going to have to furnish this so he can live here. And when he gets his first bill, I'm a little bit worried. It's going to be huge, but he's going to take a loan. Every time he can't pay the bills, he will take a loan because he needs to keep the family mansion in the family. So he is my second sim in this hood. There is no hidden room marker in the top floor because it broke this roof. I could like part of the roof, these pieces, they would disappear, and I didn't like that. Of course, unfortunately, these roof pieces do disappear when you are like in hood view, but I'd rather have this version of the roof than the version where it's always visible even when you are playing, and that was really annoying because you could always see the roof even when you are on the first floor, you could see it. And he's going to be in the science career, and this is his science job. Actually, it's like next door, which is perfect. I don't know, could you hear that screaming? But there are some kids outside our door because we live in an apartment building, and there is a corridor, of course, outside our door. And because this is an old house, it echoes, and children love screaming in there. Well, what can you do? You can't abort other people's children, so I am stuck with them. And my last house is here. This is Katrina's house. Make active. Oh, there was Katrina. So this is Katrina's house. This slot, I know it doesn't look like something I would build, and that's because it's not my idea. This is from one of the Design Me Devon's episodes that I was watching. He was renovating an old French farm, and I really liked that farm, so I thought, oh, this is going to be Katrina's house. This is not exactly like a copy. Like majority of the house layout is a copy, but then I had to do some changes, and one of the changes was like, I think the door is different. I think he had like the door was like in a diagonal door, like a wall, but I couldn't get the roof to work, so I just had two different doors like this. When you go upstairs, you actually have to go through like outside. This in the original Design Me Devon video, this was like one big room, but I decided to immediately like just split it, and we have like the children's room and then Katrina's room. And downstairs we have tiny living room and kitchen area. No, not kitchen area, dining area. Here is the kitchen. Let's turn on the lights. Yeah, this is the kitchen. This is a little bit different than what was in the original because I think there was some extension here as well. And I forgot to complete this part. This is just like junk. I have like two empty boxes, but originally this was like should be full of like old boxes and old junk and everything. And I am playing with the idea that Katrina inherited this farm, and she's a little bit like working on it. In here, in the original house, there was a fake barn for horses, but because we have we have real horses in this game, I added this real barn in here, but I don't think Katrina is going to be having any horses anytime soon. She has 3 cats, and I'm hoping at some point she's going to have some kittens, so I can't handle everything in one game, so that's why I just added this here because it was in the original design, and then I thought, let's use it. Who knows, maybe she will have one day, or maybe one of her children will have horses. And there's like an outside. This is originally like here. They have an outside shower, which was so funny. And then this is their toilet. It's also like an outside toilet. Yes, this is Katrina's home. And she's going to again run a farm. And this is just deco. This is her farm part that we are going to be working on. What else do I want to say? Yes, okay, so I only have 3 sims in this hood right now. And the way I'm going to be playing this is a little bit different than my previous attempts in playing a hood for a long time. Oh, she has fleas, poor woman. Oh, I got distracted by fleas, sorry. So I'm actually like Herbert and Robert Grimm. Herbert I'm going to play occasionally every now and then, because I really enjoy playing him, but I don't want him to grow old and die. So I am going, if I play him so long that he becomes close to an elder, I will just reset his age. But most likely I will play him like just a few days every, who knows how, every now and then, just oh, I can't talk today, so sorry about that. So anyhow, I'm going to just play him like a few days every now and then. But Robert Grimm, I do want to play him until he becomes middle-aged, and then I turn him into a vampire, and then I will not play him anymore. And the idea is that basically I'm only playing Katrina's family. And when I am done with my vacation hoods, I will, like the save files for the vacation hoods, I will add them to this hood, and I'm hoping that the sims from that, and I will allow tourists from that world. So I'm hoping that those guys from those worlds will come here, and Katrina's children and grandchildren will meet them, and they maybe find spouses from them. And so basically I'm just going to be playing Katrina in this world. I do have to figure out how is Katrina going to make money when there is basically no customers for her to sell her products to. And the reason it's taking me a little bit long time to do the save files for those vacation hoods is because I want all my sims, well, first of all, I want all of them to be done by me, that I have created every single sim, except Herbert is an exception. And then I also want them to have a backstory, which is why I'm playing all of those sims until they're 5 days from becoming middle age, and then I will stop playing them. So I'm still in the process of working both on the hoods and on the sims and on their lives. So it's going to take me a while. So I don't know when I'm actually going to be playing Katrina, but I can play her, of course, because her spouse is going to be the goddamn spaceman that we are going to be marrying in this hood. I am so sick of him not coming and visit us. I always get him like in other hoods like very fast when I'm playing. Like the first time I was playing one of my vacation hood saves, first night I get a spaceman. Katrina is like putting it all out and she gets no space love. It's just so annoying. But we are going to have a space husband and space babies. I am going to like take a little bit off her age because she's getting old, and I want her to have the husband and the babies and everything. So yeah, this is my hood right now. This is what I have been working on. I am going to I'm going to make some also some videos, like behind the scene videos from my vacation hoods that I'm working on at some point. Don't expect many videos very soon because my recording system is currently very, very awkward because I have no table. So it's a little bit not the most ergonomic position to record in. So this is it. As I said, this is a hood that I have played in before. I liked it then, I still like it. I don't remember why I moved. I think I just got bored or something because I can't help myself. I am a compulsive obsessive hood hopper, and that's just my problem in this game, that I really like planning hoods. Maybe even more than playing sometimes, I think. Even though I do like playing, but I also do like hood planning. So anyhow, this is today's hood that I introduced to you. I hope you enjoyed this episode and see you next time.